Great. So by 2010, you'd worked with some of these A-listers, and you'd been in the majority of states performing. You'd been outside the country performing. But then in 2010, you also start a kind of fundraising mission with Game Show America. You start helping companies raise money. And let's talk about that for a little bit, Matt. How much money have you helped companies raise since 2010?
Since we started doing fundraisers, over $100 million for organizations.
That's absolutely incredible. And how did that start?
It's really, I didn't think we were going to be good at it. We ended up having an event. It was just a trivia event for a local church. And it was a fundraiser for the church. They said, well, you know what? Let's have some fun with people. They called it Family Fun Night, Family Unity Night. And they said, we're going to do this game show. And then at one point during the show, they were auctioning off some things. And the pastor of the church came up and he goes, I made a cake. And I'm like, okay. I said, so where would he start? He goes, I don't know. He said, it took me 2 hours. He goes, let's start the bidding at $10. And so I'm not an auctioneer by any stretch. So I'm like, well, let's fake it till you make it, right? And so I started auctioning off this cake. The whole place was so engrossed in this. By the time we sold that cake, we sold it for $1,100. And he could not believe it. He could not believe. He's like, I cannot believe you did that. Well, this became an annual thing to raise money for this church, and it just kept snowballing. And I'm like, I think I'm good at this. Well, one year we got, because I said, well, let's do fundraising. Let's throw it in there as something that we do, not really expecting it to go there. And I got a call from the Texas Rangers. And now this is prior to 2010. 2010 actually is when we really went into it full bore. So 2003, we got a call from the Texas Rangers baseball team. And they said, we're doing an event. We did an event last year. It's called the Triple Play Game Show Spectacular, but we didn't have any professional game show people. We kind of PowerPointed the whole thing. Would you be interested in coming in and helping us do this? And we're going to play 3 games throughout the night. It's going to involve the ball players. It's going to be hosted by our TV and radio personalities. And, we'll invite the public in, and we've got sponsors and everything else. And I went to this event, and the Game Show Eleveness event raised, I think, $1.5 million that one night. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is insane. And so I started learning about the fundraising formulas. It's one thing to have a fundraiser, but the Texas Rangers had the players. At the time, Nolan Ryan was with them. So I get to sit at a table and talk with him firsthand. That's any baseball lover's dream. I actually got his autograph just in a random Sharpie sitting on the table. He signed something. I'm like, I can't get rid of this now. This is like a real autograph, right? But when we did these, people were so eager to jump up on stage and volunteer money to play alongside Elvis Andrews, Adrian Beltre, Prince Fielder, Jonathan Lucroy, all these amazing, players. And I'm like, wow, this is something. So let's take the players out of the equation. How can we still make money with this? So I started to refine this formula for these fundraisers. And I shared the formula with all these people who would call us about fundraising events. We did an event for a hospital in Boston at the Wang Theater. That one night made $2 million. John O'Hurley hosted that show. John was the celebrity draw. The game show was what got people to open up their pocketbooks and come on stage and play. Most people want to win a prize on a game show. Here you volunteered money to be a contestant knowing it was for a good cause. And I'm like, a game show is the perfect catalyst to do any type of fundraising.
Of
And
course.
so since then, we have been doing fundraisers all over the place. Last year, we did a huge event for the San Diego Padres at Petco Park. We were on their big Jumbotron with these games, and in 2 auction positions for the game show, raised $70,000 just from 2 bids. It was insane. We with San Diego Chargers made, I think, $10 million at their last event that we worked with them. I have never seen so much money pour in. So the game show works at a local level. When we did it for our local high school, we did 2 events on a Saturday afternoon, raised $60,000 for our local high school. For the local church, we raised $40,000. For a humane society, raised $50,000. So it's
Remarkable.
every little bit helps. And our fundraising price is as such where we know it's a fundraiser. It's not going to like break the bank to pay for us to come on in. But what we're bringing to the table is far more than just an experience. It's a recipe for success for the event, whether it's a live auction, silent auction, you name it. You've got raffles, a 50-50 raffle, all sorts of things where we've got a database of things to, like if you need cataloged auction, like you're going to have an auction, we have all those connections. So we bring to it more than just a game. We bring to it a formula for success.